All right, this is the DSD Google Hangout, and we are live now. Turning my phone off. All right, you are on here tonight because you still have a dream of financial freedom. You probably heard that it was easy to make money on DSD, or maybe that you're deep in debt and want to get out of debt. Or maybe because you are skeptical about what you're about to see, and is this really for real? Tonight, we have a great group of panelists. Some are very talented, some are very smart, and then there are people like me. So we hope after our presentation that you are no longer skeptical, but you are truly positive about PRO. We are. PRO is about making money. Is that not right, panelists? Not about recruiting people, not trying to sell something to people, and not trying to build a large pyramid or make someone else money. PRO is about reaping rewards from your efforts. You expect to make money? The fantastic thing about PRO is once you learn how to make money, that money is yours. It's yours and no one else's. All the profits go into your pocket, your bank account, or wherever you want it to go. I like that feature because I think you will have to agree having all the profits be yours is a great thing. What you're going to hear tonight is about DSD PRO. It's about taking goods or products or items off of Amazon and selling them on eBay to make money or to make a profit. I was very excited about this because I could see the potential in pure profit. And what I mean by pure profit is that you don't have to buy product in quantity. You don't have to sell it. You don't have to invest large amounts of money. You don't have to worry about who you are going to sell everything to. PRO is great. It's fabulous. And it's easy. And it only costs $19.95. Join tonight and start watching the training videos as many times as you need to, and then start listing products found on Amazon to sell on eBay. That easy. When someone buys your product, you take their money, purchase the item on Amazon, and then have Amazon ship it to your customer. You don't even have to touch the product. Now, the first month of 2015 is already come and gone. Now, just as sales are starting to peak or climb or increase for Valentine's Day, now would be a good time to see the person that invited you to this hangout and sign up to start your training. We know that if we can teach you to make a $3 profit on a simple item, we can show you how to make $30 on the next sale. As you get more proficient, you can start earning as much as $300 profit, as many have. PRO is just the tip of the iceberg. There are just more ways than PRO to make money with DSD. But we're only going to talk about PRO tonight because we don't want to overwhelm you. I would like to invite our first panelist, Mandy, to tell us her story. Mandy is from Florida. She's been in PRO for a few months, so let's give our attention to Mandy.
Hello guys, my name is Mandy, obviously, you know that. I started in DSD in October of last year. At first, I just came across of it on Facebook, on a Facebook group, and at first I had somebody was on there asking about DSD. You know, what does people think about it? And of course, everybody was saying such awesome things about DSD, and I'm still kind of like, I don't know. And then somebody stuck out to me and said, they said, you shouldn't have to pay somebody to show you how to do this. So I was thinking, okay, so I started going into YouTube, looking at YouTube videos, and then I kept going back to DSD, and I'm like, wait a minute, I need help. There's a lot of things that DSD offers you that is great. I mean, they have where they keep track of the Amazon products for you and check the prices and make sure they don't go out of stock, and they send you a warning. There's no way you could do that all by yourself. There's just no way. So I went ahead and I thought, I'll try it. It's $19.95. Try it, and I love it. And I've made awesome money so far. I have upgraded, but we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm definitely I'll be with DSD for the rest of my life. I love it, and it's offering so much for my family. My husband's a over-the-road truck driver, and our goal is to get him off the road so he can be here with our girls, and we can be a happy family and not have him out on the road and worrying about, what's going to happen. So DSD is a great company. I've tried so many things in the past, and this I can actually say I've made money. There's money there, and my husband loves it because I've made money. But yes, DSD is great. So I love it. I love what I do. So
That's a great story, Mandy.
I was trying to sum it up there.
So, really, let me ask you, the reason you joined then is to get your husband off the road?
Pretty much to get out of debt free, get him off the road, and be able to have him here with the girls so he can actually watch them grow up.
Um, when you first saw DSD and signed up and got into it, what got you really excited?
Just everything, watching all the training videos and seeing, I was in our group that we have, the Dream Team. Everybody is so supportive and there for each other, and encouragement, and it's good. They give a good vibe, and I really am happy that the company, Roger, and all of them, they look out for us all, and you don't see that very much.
That's right. That's great. And just a couple of words, why would you recommend DSD to someone else?
It's easy. You can work at home and make money.
Great. Absolutely great. All right. I'm going to bring up a person that probably none of y'all have heard of. Maybe Morris has. Tennessee Ernie Ford. Way back, long time ago, he sang a song about 16 tons. And he said that he he was in debt, and he owed his soul to the company store, and he saw no way of getting out of debt. And really, the system we live in now keeps us in debt, and people are trying to sell us more items to keep us more in debt. They increase your credit card limit. They send you more credit cards. But really, Pro is a way to get out of debt, to make a little money, to start paying your credit cards off, to start paying your car off, to start paying your mortgage off. And so you can you can make enough money to get out of debt, and then set aside enough that you can eventually tell your boss you're going to work from home. And what I think is really tremendous about Pro is I personally know 3 people that have joined, signed up, and worked Pro, not really for the money, but because they wanted to be home with their families, like Mandy wants her husband to be home. and they didn't want to be enslaved to a job anymore. And they accomplished this. In just a few short months, they were able to work from home and be at home and watch their kids grow up. And that's a tremendous thing, I believe. We're going to go to our second panelist now, a great guy from Atlanta, Georgia. Morris, would you like to open up your mic and tell us your story?
Yes, we're glad to. We're glad to, Charles. Hello, everyone. I just want to take a brief second and kind of let you know the reason why I chose and made a decision to do this business. In the past, I've done other multi-level marketing businesses. And in those businesses, I was able to generate some type of income. I was able to get some money coming in, but I wasn't able to develop an income stream that was consistent and steady and continued to grow. It went up in big spikes and then it fell off, and it went up in spikes and it fell off. I had people that were in my group that were at the bottom of my level, and what happened, what I saw happening was they stayed in for a little bit of time, but because they didn't see any success, they went ahead and made decisions to get out. And so it was always very difficult to reestablish and keep those individuals in business with me. I met my business partner, Kenya, through another opportunity that I was in, and reached out to her referencing this business. And one of the things that I found out in this business that was something that it really it hit a button with me that said, this is something that anybody can do. This is something that if you want to work at it, if you want to make some additional income, this business will do that for you. There were no requirements on me to do recruiting. There was no requirements on me driving 15,000 miles all over the United States to talk to people. There were none of the requirements that I needed to do an opportunity meeting every night, or I need to go pan soap or get people to do coffee. You know, I didn't have to do any of those things. I could actually earn income myself and make a profit. But better than that was individuals that decided to get in and work with me as partners, they were able to get in the business and make an income immediately. You think about the $19.95 a month. I was like saying to myself, well, you know, what am I going to get for $19.95? And I have to tell you that we have one of the state-of-the-art training programs or training platforms that you can get in this business and study the videos and watch the tapes and basically do this business on your own without a lot of help other than connection and just interacting with individuals. Your success is not geared to whether or not the person that sponsored you in the business was the one that's working with you. Your success is not tied to what other people are doing. Your success is tied to your efforts. Your success is tied to what you're doing. I mean, if you look at what eBay does, I personally, in my lifetime, before getting involved in this business, had an experience with eBay where I had only one experience in my life. I purchased one camera off eBay about 10 years ago. That was my experience with eBay. I had never desired to purchase anything off Amazon. So again, you're talking about an individual that had no experience using eBay, no experience using Amazon, but was able to take and pay $19.95, use the system, follow the training, follow the tips that were suggested to me, watch the videos again, start listing items, and I can honestly say that since I've gotten to the business in May of the last year, I've made a profit every month. Every month I've seen my sales grow. Every month I've seen my profit grow. And I've been able to take this money and do different things with it, whereas without this money, I would have had to pull extra hours at work, or I would have had to go get a part-time job. But this business gave me the opportunity not to have to do those things. It gave me the opportunity where I can see success, but I can also see other individuals that are coming into the business, and they're doing the same thing. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're willing to work, and if you're willing to put as much effort in your own personal business as you do for someone else, you can be successful in this business.
That's a great story, Morris. And I think most of us too want to just do something that we can do at home and make money without having to make it for other people. And you know, years and years ago, I got into a business of my own and had to purchase a building, buy inventory, get insurance, pay utilities, and then hope that I made money. And, you know, a long time ago, before this opportunity opened up to us, in order to go in business for yourself, you sort of had to buy a franchise or go through the hoops of trying to start a business. But Pro is so great because you don't have the employees, you don't have the merchandise, you don't have the theft or loss or damage, and you don't have to worry about storms, and you don't have to worry about whether your store's in the right location or not, because if you're in the wrong location, you might not make any sales. But here with Pro, you've got people coming with money and their credit cards already out looking to buy something. So really, Pro is a way to make profits without the headaches. And,
Agreed.
and like Morris said, it's all up to you how much you want to do and how much effort you want to put into it. So if you haven't already by this time, get back with the person who invited you and sign up tonight. 1 month of this year has already gone by. So it's time now to start watching those videos and get proficient at selling online before the big sales start again at the end of this year during the holidays. All right, we're going to go to our third panelist now, Bob, who's from Connecticut, another pro guy who's doing great. Bob, how about telling us your story?
Sure, definitely. I was, like most people, with another network marketing company and loved it for the people and the products, but I was struggling to earn the income that I thought I could earn. And so I didn't want to leave it because I did see a lot of potential, but knew I needed another stream of income. And I looked at a lot of different opportunities, and I kept getting this email. I don't know how I even got on the list. Make money on eBay, make money on eBay, and I kept deleting the email. And one day, I'm into the law of attraction and putting vibes out there, and also they call it EFT, or tapping, which kind of you tap on different energy points and open the energy blocks in your body. And one afternoon in January, on YouTube there was this script, tapping for $50,000. So I said, why not? And just tapped, and it was, I'm open to it, and however it comes to me, and things like that. And about 2 hours later, I got the same email, make money on eBay, but instead of deleting it, I opened it. So whatever the universe wanted me to open it, and I read it, and it was kind of like, this is no way, this is too good to be true type of thing. And I called the person that sent me the email, and we spoke, and it was a Tuesday night, so there was a webinar that night about DSD, and so I watched the webinar, and I was blown away. I was like, this is the biggest no-brainer in the whole world. And I knew some people within the network marketing business, because this was January, and it only started the prior August, but they were trying it and they were having success, and I figured, for $20, what do I have to lose? And the next day I signed up and I started watching the training, and as everybody so far has said, the training's unbelievable. And what's nice is that it is simple. It's not easy because you have to work at it, but it's simple and it's duplicatable. It's, there are moving parts, but it's not brain surgery. And so I listed, a couple of items, and with 2 or 3 days I made my first sale, and it wasn't a lot of money, but it proved to me that it works. And what was nice was, with the other company, recruiting, you could sell, but really to make big money you had to recruit. and I was uncomfortable doing that because it was you had to drag people to hotel meetings or this meeting or that meeting, and I knew that it would take a while for them to taste success, and so I wasn't comfortable with that. But with DSD, literally somebody could sign up tonight, watch the trainings, and be making money by tomorrow morning. I mean, that's how quick it is. And so I just dedicated myself to listing on eBay. I saw huge potential. The potential is unlimited, and it, as Morris was saying, you get out of it what you put into it. There's no way that anybody can fail in this business unless you don't work or you deviate from the plan, because there's hundreds of thousands of people that are making money and making significant money where they have fired their bosses, they're working from home, they're with their families. And I was kind of trapped in that scarcity, living to survive mindset. And working, with DSD, I've now been able to change it to a mindset of abundance because there's nothing holding me back. I'm only accountable to myself, and the world is my oyster. And it's been, it's been just an amazing ride. And even more, I think, more for me, more important than the money aspect has been this team, the dream team, because I was always searching for a family atmosphere. I mean, it was always team oriented, but in a lot of organizations, there's a lot of political, stuff going on. People are selfish. Everybody's protecting their own territory. But with this group of people, I can honestly say, because I've had some bumps in the road, and people that have they're not going to make any money, from me, so to speak, as I'm not in their line of their line, but people help unconditionally. I mean, you just ask questions, and people help. They don't enable you. They call you out on the carpet, but you just feel like you're part of a family, and everybody's in it because everybody wants to see everybody succeed. And the owners of this company, they put us first, and I've never seen anything like it in the world. And I can honestly say there's no other business like this in the world. And anybody out there that has the opportunity to try this, you're crazy if you don't give it a shot, because this is life-changing. This is for life, and you can make every dream you've ever had come true with this company. So many people work so hard for other people, their bosses and other companies, than they do for themselves. And with here, we work hard for ourselves, and we're given every tool we could possibly want to create whatever life we want. And it's been life-changing for me, and I'm just absolutely feel blessed and grateful that I did that tapping that one day, and I've taken off. I've made unbelievable friends. I'm helping people in giving back, and there's absolutely no reason not to try this. But you have to jump in with both feet. You can't just dip your toe in. You have to go for it. But there's no limits. You can do it on your pace, but you've got to do it. And you're set up for success. So that's you have to take the opportunity because it's life-changing.
Thank you, Bob. Let me ask you a question real quick. We're in 2015 now.
Right.
If you were to tell somebody to sign up for Pro, what would the reason be?
The reason would be because you're learning. First of all, you're learning a business that you can take from infancy to wherever you want to take it. If you have dreams and whatever it is, whether you want to pay for college, you want to get a motorcycle for yourself, you want a second stream of income, you want retirement, you could do anything with this business, and you're doing it for yourself. Time freedom, financial freedom, and also in this day and age, you need multiple income streams to survive. Just working at a company and getting a salary, you're taking huge risk because you lose that job and you're cooked. But here we have multiple income streams that you could take wherever you want to go, so you're protected and you can feel comfortable that you can support your family, and you can really do whatever you want, and you have the support to do it. I mean, so I would say that the multiple income streams is really important, because in this day and age, and also it's recession proof, because selling on eBay, you just keep listing and you keep selling. You could give yourself a raise anytime you want by just doing more work, and there's nobody that's going to take it out of your pocket. So you're free. You're absolutely free to do whatever you want.
That is a super good point, Bob, because there is absolutely no security in jobs hardly anymore. I don't want to get off the point here or stray too far, but did you buy that shaggy pillow on your couch off of eBay, or is that your dog?
That's my dog.
What's his name?
That's Cody. He's a 75-pound Labradoodle who's just hanging out.
All right,
he was out shoveling snow with me earlier, so he's tired.
I see. All right, you made another good point too, and that you could give yourself a raise at any time by just working a little more. If you take, for example, if you think Pro is a grocery store, when you walk into a grocery store, most stores have either 15 to 20 aisles. Each aisle has about 100 products on it. Now, when you go shopping, you just pick maybe 15 or 20 products off your favorite 2 or 3 aisles. But what if you were to walk into your favorite grocery store and there were only 2 or 3 products on each aisle? You'd probably go find a new grocery store. So really, if we want to make some good money, we have to start listing on Pro and getting as many products up for sale as we can. And it takes work. It does take work, and it takes learning, and it takes consistency, but it's worth it. This is a real business. This is not a pie in the sky promise. And so we just encourage you to start now. Don't think that you can put 5 or 6 items up and start making sales. It takes more than 5 or 6 items, and you have to stay motivated. But the thing is to get rolling now, and to get things rolling right away. Get with a person that invited you and sign up. It's only $19.95, and it's a real business. You can make some real money with it. Let's go to our 4th panelist. I think he's where'd you say, Steve? Way out in California, isn't it? Steve, you with us? Is Steve with us? You there, Steve?
Yeah, I had to unmute myself. I thought you were going to Chuck.
I'm sorry. I thought it took that much time for the message to get out there.
Well, thanks, Charles, for the introduction. First, I want to say I thought Chuck was going ahead of me, so I beat the Canadians. Thank God for that. Sorry, Chuck. And I'm an old Grizzly veteran. I've been in DSD Pro since 2013 of December, so you can see the gray of working hard and listing with DSD Pro. My experience is much different than everybody else's on the panel. I've been doing eBay for about 18 years, making money, paid my way through college with eBay, using that old familiar Craigslist to buy items and sell on eBay. So in December, I was sitting on my couch, and Facebook message pops up, and my friend Paul says, "Hey, I've got this business for you." And I said, "Paul, if I got to recruit, I've been in 10 businesses, my friends hate me, my family won't talk to me, I'm all alone, me and my dog, he won't sign up because he has no money, so can't get the dog to sign up." I said, "I'm not interested." He says, "Get on eBay, there's no recruiting." I signed up. I thought to myself, for 1995, I'm going to give it a shot. I don't go to Starbucks, but I've been told that's 4 or 5 Starbucks coffees that you just stopped that month. Didn't have to worry about that because I don't go there, but my first week, I couldn't believe how easy the program was when I followed the training. I had my own company, brick and mortar company. I actually closed it July of 2014 to do this full time. Wasn't making a lot of money with the company. It was slowing down a little bit, but I saw the power of this. And my focus is to make money, but I'm single, don't have a family. I was about training people. All my other businesses, like Maurice mentioned, I was doing all the presentations, the training, and I loved when people were successful, which did not happen very often. Once a month I'd get a, "God, I signed somebody up," or "I did this." With DSD, almost within the 2 weeks when I started training people, and we all remember that first phone call, "Steve, I got my first sale." "How much was it?" $4.50. Oh my God! You would have thought he won the $1 million lottery, or she won the $1 million lottery. To me, that's the power of this business. To be successful, to have support that we have. I built a presentation room, the 55-inch monitor that I bring people in almost weekly. I present this business to them, I train them, I show them how to list, and it's exciting for me. Now, I'm making money, because that's why I'm doing this, but you would be crazy not to try this business. I've trained 30 people, 35 people or more, and 80% of them have been successful. The other 20%, like Bob mentioned, they didn't do the work. They listed 5 items, can't sell, and they quit. There is a little work involved, but it's fun work. Who sits on Facebook and Twitter and Insta something and pick of this and whatever those things are called that I don't do? And you could be spending time listing stuff. And I have people doing that going, "I'm going to get off Facebook and I'm going to do 2 hours of listing," and they're making money. Some people it's $150, $200 a month. Some people it's $1,800 a month. Whoever it is and whatever you do, any kind of money that you make will change your life. And I know you're going to ask me, Charles, why you should do DSD Pro. Because it's a life changer. The second thing is this panel. Look at all these people, their stories. I can't wait to friend all these people because I'm excited and inspired by their story. Also, our leaders in the Dream Team and everybody in Dream Team will give you an answer. They'll give you support. And like Bob so eloquently said, is they do it, you're not even on your team. They don't even make any money off you, but they're willing to give you a little bit of information to help you move you along. So DSD is unique in the fact that it's really family, but you have your own business. And if you want to be part of a group, which we're all part of, a bowling team, a softball team, a church group, but do they make you money? They're great socially, but with DSD, you're going to make money. And I know everybody out there can use an extra few $100s or a few $1,000s to be successful and change their life. So I say come join us. Come join the grizzly veteran with the gray hair that can help you, and or anybody else in this group, and let's all make some money. Thanks, Charles. Appreciate the time.
All right. Thank you. You made some good points there, and the fact that DSD and Pro is like any other thing that I've been a part of too, on online and even offline, and that the top people, the owners of this group, you might say, the team leaders, they're not doing it for money that they make off us. They're doing it to help us be successful. And I used to have to go to management training classes in my last business, and they always told us that the employees were a direct reflection of the supervisors and managers, and that's true. And in this company, Dropship Domination, the four top people are givers. They're very generous. They're giving us everything we need to succeed, and they're even putting their money back into the company for us to make sure that we make a profit. And I'm going to bring back up another subject I've already mentioned is DSD can help us get out of debt. You know, way back when there was castles and knights and princesses, there were also peasants. But those peasants were better off than we were. Maybe they didn't own anything, maybe they didn't have much, but at least they weren't in debt. They went to work every day just like we do, but they didn't have to come home and worry about bills and credit card payments and all that. And that's what got me excited about Pro, is I could see a way without investing huge amounts of money in getting out of debt. Now, being in debt and needing money is something that scammers and crooks totally know about, and that's why there's so much crap floating around on the internet, and that's why I found DSD so refreshing, and that's why after I watched the first video, I signed up immediately. You don't have anything to lose. Watch the videos, start earning money. It's only $19.95. If you can't afford $19.95, I suggest you go to the Red Cross or Salvation Army or maybe a government agency. But the fact that you're on the Hangout tonight, you have an internet connection, and I know you can take $19.95, start this training, get hooked up with a Facebook group, get all your questions answered, because like Steve, there's pros, there's people that have been in it from the start and in between, and people that have just got into it in the last few weeks. So don't hesitate, don't wait, don't procrastinate. Sign up now. Make this February the 2nd, 2015, the date that you start changing your financial status. Now we're going to go to a super guy, Super Chuck from Canada. How about telling us your story, Chuck?
Oh, okay, great. Yeah. Hey, we've been living up here in Canada. Well, I guess I should say all my life, because as they say, we are Canadians here. But you know, the thing is, over the years, we've been in so many businesses, going back to about 1990, and we've invested thousands of dollars in multiple businesses, and they were all so much more work than this. When the opportunity came out to do this, and I was a paramedic for 25 years. The last 6, 7 years I've been in financial services, but I've been paid only by commission, okay, never a regular paycheck. And I don't know if any of you have been working by commission, but it can be great, or it can be the opposite. Yeah, and when we got started in this, our financial situation wasn't where I wanted it to be. And in fact, we've been in so many things that I'd been exposed to this a little bit earlier, and we really didn't jump at it. But I was watching everything on Facebook and other places, and I actually called in and requested the link to get started. You know, and I just wish I'd done that sooner. I really do, because we were incredibly fortunate, because not only did we get started in DSD, we became part of the dream team. And I can't think of anywhere else where I would rather be, for the friends that we've made, for the information that we've learned, for the support that is available. It's just been really a godsend to us. When we got started in this, be back in, I guess, October and November of 2013, every card we had was more than maxed out. if you know what I mean. They were all over the limit. We had lots of other debts. Financially today, in this last year since we've been involved, we're in a much better situation than we were. Our credit card right now has a zero amount on it. The bills are all current. I'm still working right now, but that's going to be changing shortly, and we're going to be working towards that. When we got started and got started in Pro, it just seemed to make so much sense. We got started. I went through the videos. I made the mistake of going through all the videos first, and then going back. I had to go back and start all over again to remember what what I learned the first time. But you know, the funny thing about it is the very first item that we listed, within 2 days, it sold. And quite frankly, what it was a small ambulance, and maybe because of my paramedic background, whatever it is, I thought I'd list it. Sold it for $45, and I went back and purchased it on eBay for $14.50 and drop shipped it, and the difference was ours to keep. And well, right there we'd made my money back. And you know, I knew that if I could do that once, I could do it 10 times. If I could do it 10 times, I could do it 100. If I could do it 100 times, it was unlimited. So we've been doing it ever since then. We've branched into the other levels now as well. But you know, the Pro is such a good foundation for everybody to get started. The information's there, and it is so simple. It's so basic in that everything is module based, video module based. You know, module 1, module 2, module 3, whatever. And when you want to make a listing, it's just a matter of copy and paste, just like I did on our first sale. You open up a module, you open up a window that has eBay or Amazon in it, and you just copy from one side to the other, and basically submit your listing. And within well, in our case, it took 48 hours for the first sale. But you know, it's funny. We've actually had one item that we listed that sold 25 minutes later. You know, so I mean, that's great. Your phone goes to ching. You know, you've got a sale. There's an app you can download, and it's one of the really cool things, because you can be out in a crowd and somebody hears the cha-ching. What's that? Well, it gives you an opportunity to talk to somebody a little bit about it. But you know, I think the thing that I like about it the most is, for somebody that wants to expand it as a business, if somebody wants to offer it to somebody, man, you don't have to spend your time teaching them, because the system does it. The modules are there, so the team is there to answer the questions. The questions are actually, the answers are all in the modules, really. So it's pretty simple that way. It gives you total freedom, and this is one of the things I really like about this. You know, last summer we took our daughters to Canada's Wonderland and spent the day on the roller coasters and everything else. They actually got me on the big one there, which was pretty scary. But the cool thing is, while we were there, that day we had 4 sales. And I didn't even really think much about eBay that day. But, you know, the one sale after another, and another. I'm sure one of them happened when we were coming down the roller coaster. But, you know, the thing that's so cool about it is, sure, it takes a little time. Everything good takes time. But the thing in this, your time duplicates, and when you're back doing something with your family, or taking a trip, or even just walking the dog, eBay is still online listing your products and exposing them to the world, and there's still sales that happen, you know, which is really cool. And to put a product back up, it's just so simple to relist it. So for any of you that are watching this tonight, what I would encourage you to do is get back with the person. Get back with the person that invited you into this opportunity, and especially if you're on this watching it tonight, because you know that they're in the right team. And if they're in the right team, you know that you're going to be in the right team. Okay, so that's the really cool thing about it. I can't visualize myself on any other team in this business. You know, this is the one for me. You know, this is the one for you. And somebody tonight has thought enough of you to invite you out to this. So think of that as a tremendous compliment. You know. I am so pumped about the whole business, the whole opportunity. We put so much money into other businesses over the years, and with this, man, it's the price of an extra large pizza. You know, if we wanted to go shopping in the closest city to here, which would be Ottawa, it's about I was going to say 100 kilometers. I'm trying to remember in miles, about 60 miles to the north. Man, it costs us that much to go there and back. And you know, that's just in the gas. So the cool thing about this is you can be making your money virtually right away. You just follow the modules, put one up, do the website on the other thing, and it's just copy and paste. It's so simple. You know, if you can hit Control-C, Control-V, you can do it. You know, so it's basically that's pretty much about all I can tell you. Other than we've enjoyed the biggest financial change in our ourselves over the last year. I'm just pumped about that. But you know, what's more exciting is what's going to happen over the next year. But not just for us, for potentially for any of you that are watching this here tonight. It can make some real differences. And all you really need to do is just go ahead and forget about the pizza for tomorrow on the weekend. Go get yourself started in this. Spend the weekend watching some modules and do something that can actually change your life with minimal effort. But it'll grow on itself and it'll grow on you. And that's what I'm really so excited about.
All right, very good. Chuck, while you were talking, it reminded me of two very important points. Number one, you don't have to be in the United States to do this business. You can be in Canada. This business has gone worldwide. Number two, you don't necessarily have to be at home at your computer. You can be on vacation like Chuck was and still do this business. So really, I'm just going to sum this whole Google Hangout up with just a couple of points. And like Chuck said, for pizza, skip one pizza, buy your membership, get going. You don't have anything to risk. And if you start with Pro, you can start with a home-based business, and you get much more than that back in tax benefits. And you will earn over and much more than $20 a month just by learning how to shop smart and what the real prices of products are. And you've heard us talk about training videos. The training videos are worth much more than the $20. The training videos are worth hundreds of dollars, and I've heard said thousand more. And even if you are thinking about the $20, once you go through the training videos, you'll learn how to sell stuff on eBay, and you've got stuff around your house that you're haven't even used in the last 6 months. Sell that stuff on eBay, and you can pay for your $20. And one of the greatest things is, as you can see on this panel, we got people from all over. You will meet people and gain new friends that will be worth much more than just a few dollars a month. So remember, Pro is easy. It won't break your bank. You can do it full-time or part-time. It's Pro is your first steps to financial freedom. So become a pro tonight and make profit. Do it now. See the person that invited you. And I want to thank Mandy and Morris and Bob and Steve and Chuck for being on here. I appreciate your stories and your input. And thank you for your time this evening. We're going off the air.